Hi there, and welcome to the forest, where we do a bit of introspection, and we're going to see what you need to hear right now. Trust that it finds you when it is meant to. And you had a bunch of cards. Look at this, they just popped out, and we're going to talk about what that might mean for you, my dear. You have the Four of Pentacles. This is the card of being afraid of losing the stability and the safety you have in your life, so you might become a bit greedy, a bit closed off. You see how he's holding on very tightly to that pentacle of his. And in doing so, there is a blockage from a new beginning coming in. This is the Death card, a card that indicates just a transition. That's solemnly what it is. A transition from something ending into a new stage, new players on the stage, right? Act 1 has closed, now we're going to Act 2. And there is a blockage to this, to accepting this transition, because you're holding on to it. But ultimately, you're holding on to whatever you think you could still salvage when it's not salvageable. It's a lose-lose situation, dear. You have the Five of Swords here. This is the mind. This is conflict. Very much. You know how you see the person, he's got the swords, but he's lost a friend. He's lost something that was part of this four that he held on to so dearly, right? And trying to protect one part of the safety in their lives, or in your life, there is a loss of parts of it that also gave you safety, of other parts. So of friendships, of people. I don't know why people, it's just very, I feel like it's very people specific here. With the Five here, wow, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is your spiritual teacher. This comes through you going through a journey where you come into the world and you are excited, you don't know what's up, but you're excited to explore. Imagine being dropped into a randomly generated world, and now you get to explore it. How fun. Now, as you go through this journey of exploration, you take a lot of stops, and quite early on you meet your spiritual teacher. This doesn't have to be your teacher specifically, but this is someone who, I'm hearing, oozes authority. Someone who, in their way of being, reflects the connection that they inherently have, and we all have, to all that is. But within them, you see it, you recognize it, and you, in a way, strive towards it. You want to accomplish said connection as well. And that's why there is these people here listening to the Hierophant. So what is the Hierophant teaching? The Hierophant is teaching you a lesson in regards to your expansion. And it's trying to have you look at it, okay? For you to expand, you have to make space. This, whatever is going on right now, is only a lose-lose situation. If you continue on the trajectory that you are going, you're going to hold on to the little safety that you have, and you're gonna, because of that, have no hands free to catch the big prize as it comes your way. Does that make sense? And look what the big prize is. It's your freedom, my dear. It is your choices. It is your expansion. You hold the whole world in your hand. You hold every possibility of how your life could be in your hand. You can make changes. Of course, you live inside a system. You live inside obligations, boundaries, limitations. But are they not pieces of a game? Are they not rules that you can learn and that you can then use and see that you build a life that seems strategic to your own goals? And what is that goal? I think it's, honey, you just want to be happy. That's what I'm getting here. You want to have fun. You want to feel connected. The Three of Cups is community. You see the three friends hanging out and enjoy dancing in a circle. This community that you crave can only come in if you release those which lead to lose-lose situations. You cannot expect someone to behave a certain way when that is not who they are. Does that make sense? Some people, we're all individuals built from the same building blocks. But the combination of said building blocks is individual to every single one of us. And there will be people in your life that you meet that mesh really well and that you can build something with the building blocks that you have in them, and it goes well. Sometimes it goes well together, but it actually is not a stable thing and it falls apart, right? These are dynamics where you are being triggered in your fear responses that lead you to repeat patterns that keep you where you are. Okay, all right, so what to do for the collective then? Can you hear the birds very close? There's some little ones. I can't locate sounds very well and I don't know where. But can you hear it? I'm sure you can. Okay, I feel like they're trying to say something. What's up, little ones? Hi. I'm gonna try and find them after this. And now we have someone driving past. Oh my. Alrighty, my dear, what to do? I got you some beautiful cards, and we have a lot of pink here. So I'm getting red is the color of the sacral chakra. So this is your root chakra. No, sacral? I said sacral. I meant the root chakra. Sorry. It's the color of the root chakra, which is the very first one at the base of your spine. And it's connected to basic survival and safety. The very first thing that you need to kind of get on with to then move on to the next one, the sacral one, and then as you go up. So the baseline, you're trying to work on this baseline. That's why you have all these pinks, I think, the reds. A soft version of it, a soft launch maybe of a new foundation. Yeah, you've been working really hard. You have here the 8 of Pentacles. And you know what this looks like to me? This looks like someone playing the flute. And I don't know if you know the tale of the flute player. I think it's a French tale where this guy would play the flute and all the rats would come. And I think there was something about kits being stolen in that way. So having hypnotic sound that gets people to do against their will or not even be conscious of what they're doing. What I'm getting here for you though is kind of like you are standing in front and you're playing your instrument, you're playing your flute, you're doing your thing, and the people follow because they trust that. Maybe you are, oh, look at that. Maybe you are getting there. Maybe that is the role that you are heading towards. Maybe that is the acceptance, the understanding that you need to gain so you can be okay with releasing the role that you have now. Act 1 is done, my dear. You're in Act 2. Let's move the story along. Oh my God, I love this. Yes, this is it, my dear. This is justice coming in. Things balancing out. Everything is measured in a way or another, whether we see it or not. Action leads to reaction. Nothing is lost. So the justice is never one to not happen. Sometimes you just don't see it. Sometimes you're not privy to the experience, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening somewhere. But I think you will, because it will. The justice is you accepting that you hold the whole world in your hand, that you have this opportunity to become the Hierophant, to become this community loving person who works really hard on their stuff. Oh my gosh. And we have everything being blown away, and even things that might feel unjust, because the card was blown away and turned upside down, things that might feel unjust, they're still in an effort for you to ultimately grow. So a lose-lose situation now might be a lesson for you to grow now, to grow into as you go through it. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there, because you have here the last 2 cards, the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. You have a lot of Pentacles. You have the 8, the 6 and the 10. Okay, the Pentacles are the material. So I really think that as you are growing into the Hierophant within yourself, getting in touch maybe also with spiritual teachers, and teachers are always people that you trust in their expertise and their level of expertise to give you insight. Always question though, my dear. Never stop questioning. I remember as a kid, I was always villainized from really young. I remember being 6 years old and telling the teacher, what you're saying is not right. And I was right, by the way. But the person that's teacher felt so triggered in their authority that a 6-year-old could question what they are teaching, which again, I was right. I can tell you what it was. The lady was telling us that it was that you would say the word Wednesday as Wednesday, and I knew that that wasn't the case. So I said, no, that's not the case. And she she told me I was wrong. And she got really angry with me for questioning her. So what am I saying here? My dear, never stop questioning. Never stop questioning. Even the people that you see as someone you can learn from, never stop questioning. We are all evolving, we're all learning, we're all growing. This is a never-ending process. You never actually reach it. That's the beauty of our experience on this material plane. But you got to continue to strive for it. We're just like a sinus curve, getting closer to zero, but never actually reaching it. But the 6 year and the 10 specifically, the material, when it comes to charity, when it comes to giving back, to being a person who holds the justice, do you see? The scale that he holds, the justice that he holds, comes through charity. Charity for others, charity for self. Whatever it is, what you have given out will come back to you. What was taken will come back. Or what you extended, where you overextended, will be taken from you. So that's why you gotta try and get the balance before you fall off, right? But I think you will, because the 10 is the completion of reaching a level in the material where you're safe, you're okay, you're stable. The 4 is going to be long gone. The 4 is kind of like when you're in your I don't know, like early 20s, and you're trying to figure yourself out, and you're trying to hold on to the things that you really think identify you potentially. And then the 10 is getting to a place where you just have everything, you are everything, you've established yourself in the material sense, that now you look back and you see, oh, yeah, I really needed to learn that lesson. I really needed to get out of this. But dear, we're going to finish your reading. I'm going to finish your reading because my foot is falling asleep. I need to move. So what can we leave the collective with? Yeah. A new beginning is coming, dear. Believe in the impossible. And a personal issue reaches conclusion. Exactly, dear. Once in the blue moon, you might find that you actually engage in different patterns. You make a choice to go left when you always went right. And you find, oh my gosh, this spot is much better, you know? And this is also the death I'm going to reference again, that you saw in the beginning, the letting go, the transitioning out of something into a new. It is possible, and it will lead to a resolution that is not just a lose-lose situation. That is what I'm getting for you, my dear. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe you want to leave a like, a subscription, a comment. Let me know how you felt about this reading. I love to hear from you guys, and it really helps the engagement, because I am still very, very small on the internet, and I would love to continue creating these videos for you, and every engagement that I get from you is allowing me to get closer to that goal. So thank you, guys. If you're ever interested in a personal reading, you can find that in the description, as well as my membership. So I'll see you hopefully there. If not, maybe in a different video. Check out some stuff that's popping up. I would appreciate you. Bye bye.